So many people did not think this day would come. Forums full of rage. We now have the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered Steam Beta Update 1.1. And yes, it's a beta update, so if you don't know what that means, it'll get explained in a moment. Thanks for all your excitement and feedback since the launch of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. We are actively working on 2 separate updates to be launched in the coming weeks. This is going to be a 2-parter, both of which will come to our Steam beta first, before being released to all other platforms. The first update will be focused on quests, major bugs, and blockers and quality of life fixes. This update will enter the Steam beta tomorrow on June 5th, and will be available on all platforms on June 11th. Our second update will focus on performance, and we will share more details when we are able. So, if you are someone that does Oblivion glitches, it seems like most likely, if it's going to be fixed in this update, it will be in the beta tomorrow. Now, remember, just because it's not listed doesn't mean it's not fixed. So, my recommendation is, if you test out a glitch, it no longer works, hop on some YouTubers' videos, add that comment, let them know it doesn't work, so people know what to work on. But let's see what they are listing. Enable toggle HUD visibility and show HUD console commands. Fix for missing text when installing the deluxe upgrade. Fix skip button not showing correctly during intro. Fix for red guard origin stats being reversed. Fix for not automatically showing local map when inside interior spaces. Fix for being unable to name enchanted items when using a controller. Fix punctuation issues in Chinese translation. Localized string fixes. Fix for interacting with Daedric shrines, not displaying subtitles. And we have crashes. This is something very important. Fix crash when loading after fast travel to Vilverin. Fix crash when exploring Crayfish Cave. Fix crash when fighting stunted scamps. Fix crash when paying the fine after stealing in Castle Breville. Fix crash when loading quick saves. I haven't had that one. Fix crash when loading after fast travel to Mortal Camp. Fix for crash when loading a save in Quillweed's house. Fix crash when rapidly switching between quality and performance modes. Fix crash when storing items in a chest in Frostcrag Spire. Haven't had that one either. Fix crash when creating multiple potions at once using stolen ingredients. Fix various CPU crashes. We have gameplay here. Fix player animation issues with mounting horses. Fix High Chancellor Octo arms not animating. Fix Shambler's animations getting stuck when attacking. Fix for Staff of Sheogorath not freezing enemies. Fix for Captain Dougal not spawning. Fix for light spells not showing VFX. Fix for offset map markers when running on a secondary monitor. Fix for local map being blank when opening. Fix Peerlight Shrine's voiceover being cut off. Fix for first player camera being set above the player's head. I think that would be the height glitch people had. Fix Chameleon VFX being stuck on player. So that means that my video, for example, where I beat the game with alcohol, probably is not going to work anymore. Fix for players' skin textures not matching when infected with a disease. Fix player settings being reset when updating settings. Fix xCloud mirroring settings for PC to Xbox. Fix for infinite loading issues. Fix for freezing when alt-tabbing. Haven't had that. Fix auto-saving, creating a new group of saves. Haven't had that. Fix for old save files being renamed when the character is renamed at the sewer exit. Fix for small display resolution sizes not showing correctly in windowed mode. And then we have quest fixes. Battle for Kvatch fix, a civilian becoming stuck after Castle Courtyard fight, a knife in the dark, fix for Byzantine Valeries losing his hair, fix for finding the Thieves Guild, fix for NPCs not appearing, fix for diary page being hidden under a bowl, fix for crash when, I'm butchering these names, Hieronymus Lex attempts to take Leistasa's bust out of the cupboard in Myverna's Arano's house. It's been a while since I played. I don't have that tongue anymore. This update will be in the Steam beta, and here's where it's important. If you want to actually opt in, here's the steps. You open your Steam library, navigate to the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, right-click and select Properties, go to New Properties, pop-up window, select Betas, and then you can opt into the betas, wait for the app to download, new build, and launch. So that is how you go in. You pick the update for the actual beta. And as I said, this is one of 2, and the next one will also have a beta. And I want to be clear that I have a lot of glitches on this channel. I have a lot going on. I have another YouTube channel I actually cover. Just going to tell you, I cover true crime stuff, and there is a conspiracy to first-degree murder case that is active, literally opening statements tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll have time to check my glitches. So if you want updated videos, and if something doesn't work, you want me to try to find another method, if it stops working with the beta, go to the comment of the video and let me know, let other people know, let people know it doesn't work. You can't expect people to take videos down, especially because this is a beta. So it's still going to be working for other people anyway. So if you find things, say, hey, this doesn't work on the beta, make sure you add it to a comment section on YouTube, and make sure you specifically say it's on the beta. And hopefully this doesn't mess up duplication and like the common things like that. I do have a worry that this might mess up some of the glitches people are doing with the height bug, but we knew that was coming. It happens too simply, too commonly. Maybe there'll be another way to glitch it that's a little more obscure, and they'll leave that in. Remains to be seen. But this is an official update, and a lot of people didn't think this was coming. I mean, they made it clear we were going to get something. We just didn't know when. Do I think it's late? I think it's very late. I think that this is terribly late. I think that for most people that have already purchased the game, this update is too late. I think people have moved on. People probably aren't going to return like you might expect. There's other games. We have Expedition 33. We have Path of Exile launching. We have Switch 2 coming out tomorrow. I mean, there's a flood of games, right? And there's such a flood of games that I feel like there's Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, great game. I feel like people are going to be shifting, and I feel like people are going to be playing Night Rain, things like that. But that, remember, just because you're not coming back, you're bored, there's going to be new people all the time buying it. And if it's successful enough, and it was a huge success, if they decide to do Creation Kit, they decide to do actual official DLC, I mean, you might be returning and wanting this fixed. And of course, if you're replaying this, just like people replayed the original, it's nice to have these bugs fixed. I'm still hoping we get some features that were like cut in the first game added. I hope we reach that point. I'd love to see Goblin Wars working. I'd love to see a lot of things working in this game that just don't function and didn't function in the original. But that all remains to be seen. As for me, will I be doing more coverage? The answer is, if I can find time and if I find the need. So if certain things are patched, but there's a new way to do it, that might incentivize me to do a video. But I'm going to be honest, I have so many games on my plate, so much going on, that I don't have as much time to return to Oblivion Remastered as I'd like. So we'll see. We'll see how my content is, but just make sure you let me know if things are not working.